Hello everyone, welcome you to another episode of the Cuptalk show. I'm your host Marjorie, and we are also going to be discussing very key important ideas in this show. The Cuptalk show actually streams on Konnekt TV, where we'll be discussing ideas that are actually affecting the youth, ideas that will inspire the youth, and will help them to navigate through different paths of life. Today, we're going to be with a very wonderful guest, and I'll let her introduce herself.
Thank you, Marjorie. Hi, everyone. I'm Victoria Bright, a student at Makerere University, offering a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering. Yeah, thank you very much. I'm very happy to be part of this show.
All right, Victoria. We are also so happy to be with you. Victoria, what inspired you to do electrical engineering?
Actually, that's a very interesting question to begin with. Yeah, so since childhood, I've always wanted to know the technology behind everything, behind the phones, how do phones operate, how do power systems operate, how do cameras operate and everything. So the moment I joined the university, or like we were filling the job forms, I already knew what I would take because of what I've always wanted to know. And I've always wanted to be part of the innovation team, to be part of the project teams and bring up something in real life.
Oh, that is good. The fact that you grew up knowing what you want to be. What is your favorite part about this course?
Yeah. It would be...
Is it theory? Is it practical? Or is it some other thing that probably we don't know?
Actually, it's the practical part because, putting what you study in class into practice is very interesting. For example, connecting different wires, troubleshooting electrical circuits, that is very interesting. And it's...
Do you have someone who inspired you? Who inspired you to actually take on this course?
Yes, very true. I happen to come from a family where there are 4 engineers and 2 of them are female, and those are my older sisters. And every time I see them succeeding in their careers as women, moreover doing engineering, that encourages me and it really pushes me to work hard and maybe be like them or better than them one day.
So they inspire you?
They inspire me.
Do you have another female role model?
Yeah, actually I got that one in my first semester. She's called Madame Jane. She happened to be one of our lecturers of a certain course unit called Fundamentals of Engineering. So I really love the way she lectures us and the way she used to tell us everything about engineering. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Victoria. Do you think there are some stereotypes in society that may actually be stopping some people or some female students to actually go for such courses that you think need to be broken?
There is one big, I'll even call it a myth, where people think technical work is not meant for women. That is very wrong, because we women, we are also able to do the calculations. We are able to do the programming and the coding and everything. And doing technical work comes from you acquiring knowledge about that technical work. So meaning if we are availed with the technical work as women, we are able to also do that technical work.
Yes. Do you think that at some point the engineering field is affected by having that inequality between the male and the female?
Yeah, it is affecting us.
It's being affected because they are losing out on the girls that actually even
because
have things to do.
Out there are many brilliant girls that are really able to do the engineering work and everything, the programming and coding. The girls out there that have the knowledge to do that work too. So if girls are left out, meaning the engineering society is losing out. Yes,
but you've now come so far, like you're now doing your course. Have you ever faced some things that have discouraged you? What has discouraged? You know those moments where you feel broken and you feel like you want maybe to quit. What was that point?
Actually, it's not even a point. There are many points. There are many times, because we have been studying since childhood, from baby class, lower primary, secondary, and then the university. So we have, like, I've been meeting many challenges, many discouraging moments. There are times when you get low marks, like you really didn't expect to perform that bad, and yet you have really worked hard. So every time I get to these moments, I just sit down myself, talk to my inner self, and really think about, why am I doing this? Why am I at the university? Why am I taking this course? So that really pushes me to continue working hard, not to focus on the poor marks or anything that is putting me down.
Is there any exciting project, actually the most exciting project, or any lab work that you've done that has actually made you so happy so far?
Yeah, that's really exciting. So it's like a story, a short story I'll tell. So last semester, so we go for lab sessions. That's the time we get to do the theory work we study in class. So there is this big machine. It's called an LV-DAC. So it's an LV-DAC where you're supposed to connect resistors, capacitors, and inductors, maybe in series or parallel. So it requires you to connect using a lot of wires. So that thing is very big and very complex to connect. But that day we connected everything and got results, I was very happy.
Yes,
I was genuinely happy, like connecting this complex thing and getting results. Wow.
When you get the output,
Yes.
you feel overwhelmed because you're sure that all your connections are right.
Yes.
Yes. Are there some people or mentors or people that have always guided you, that have always helped you in your discouraged moments to always like get up and not to quit?
Actually, the fact that my two elder sisters are engineers and have been through the same school, so they really know what it takes to graduate and get that degree, and they are really my biggest motivation, and I look up to them for any kind of encouragement during my process.
That's good. You know, you're blessed having people like besides you that you're going through something and they've also gone through it and they're there to guide you. That is nice, and you're really blessed. I have my few questions and they're like chap about university life, and you like choose like what you want. Would you be caught dancing in class, or would you be caught singing out loud?
Oh my God, I'm a very terrible dancer.
I
I would rather be caught shouting out loud in class.
You would rather be caught singing out loud than dancing?
Than dancing, like, I don't know.
Okay. Would you have classes on weekends, or would you have extra classes during day?
I would go for the extra classes during the day, because weekend is personal time. Yeah, resting time. You get to do your laundry, visit friends, go out. Yeah,
like weekend is weekend.
It is
No
my
one should
personal
tamper
time.
with it.
Yeah.
Yes. Would you choose to fall asleep in a lecture room or snore in an examination room?
Oh my goodness. Snoring in an exam room, that would cost your marks, because definitely you're not going to complete the exam. So I think I would go with sleeping in class, because I'll wake up and discuss or ask my friends, though it's kind of embarrassing, but I would go for it. It does not cost me at any time.
The other is costly.
Yes.
Or would you choose to have a project and do it with lazy friends, or would you choose to have you do your own personal work but do double work?
Either way, it is challenging, but I would go with the option of doing it alone, because still the lazy friends won't be able to come together and do the work. So obviously it would be me to sit down and do everything
Alone.
So I would rather do the work alone.
Either way, you would be the one actually doing it.
Yes.
All right. Would you have extra classes or extra assignments?
Extra classes.
Extra classes? Yes. You don't like assignments?
Assignment is another piece of added work to the course.
All right. So on a very cold day, would you choose to borrow a smelly sweater, or would you sit down and be hit by that cold?
That is so funny. I would rather sit down and feel the coldness than putting on a dirty sweater. Like,
why would you put on a smelly sweater?
Why would I put on a smelly sweater? Yeah.
So if you were to choose, would you graduate today, or would you choose to go back and correct that one mistake you probably made in your education time?
Actually, if you speak of mistakes, if there are mistakes, maybe I wouldn't have been at the university. So, meaning I would choose to graduate because I'm not correcting any mistakes. I'm there already. So I just need to do what is needed to graduate. So I'll graduate today. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Victoria, for those brilliant words, ideas. Women and girls, you can also come and join the engineering world because it welcomes you. You can calculate. You can do what men can do. Nothing can stop you. So I want to thank Victoria. Thank you so much for actually sharing those brilliant ideas. Do you have any last words or anything you would want to share probably to the youth out there?
Yes, thank you so very much, Marjorie, for being my host. And yeah, a simple thing I would tell the girls out there, mostly the girls that are pursuing engineering or want to do engineering, do not let anyone discourage you because we are past that era. This is the 21st century. Everyone is capable of doing everything. What a man can do, our man can do. So take up the course, yeah.
Thank you so much, Victoria. I hope you have all learned what a man can do, probably a lady also can do. We want to thank our sponsors, Topoa Youth Mentoring Uganda, for letting and making this happen. Yes, to the youth out there, know what you want and chase it. And thank you for joining us at this Cuptalk show that is on Konnekt TV. You can subscribe, share, and you can also follow Topoa Youth Mentoring on all social media platforms. They have accounts on Instagram, YouTube. Follow them, let you learn very many various ideas that will actually help you to maneuver through very many difficult moments in life. I've been your host today, Marjorie. See you next time.